explore the journey from liver health to business success as one team navigates diet, autoimmunity, and growth. The host explains that healthy livers reduce desire for cancer. They warn against products containing sucralose, stevia, monk fruit, or sugar as ineffective fat burners. The host advises fasting when tempted by junk food, saying the body will signal to stop eating. Dev expresses his desire to join the biohacking community, work with cold, maintain high energy, and create a diet plan. Huberman discusses weight loss procedures involving lifestyle changes and addressing inflammation in the body. The host explains that Maina Dian is from the narrator's mother's side, mentioning their autoimmune conditions. The discussion shifts to explaining autoimmunity, and questions about other types of autoimmune diseases are addressed. The host uses the term kryptonite food to describe harmful ingredients like vegetable oil and gluten that can cause inflammation in the body. Finally, it is explained how consuming these foods leads to a leaky gut, where small punctures occur in the gut lining due to inflammation. The host outlines the process of diagnosing symptoms over a phone call. The host explains they couldn't solve the issue, went for a haircut, and their duty became viral. The host suggests an idea after Diggory completed Muzi and 2 minute studies deciding to surprise the Raifi. They return to their basement, buy 2 dietitians, and plan a free consultation with a 40% conversion rate. The team starts hiring dietitians and grows into a small company by 2024. In 2024, the company's turnover is 70 CR with 68 employees, partly due to skincare products. She details revenue growth from 3 crores to 14, then to 37 crores with minimal marketing. During the pandemic, she mentions content creation, costs, and free events as effective strategies. The host explains about lower talent rates in Jalandhar and Tier 2 cities. The host asks why potential employees should join their company over others. Employees are reminded to focus on cashier's benefits during interviews. The host questions their boss about why he paused, noting it shows a lack of full ownership. They explain that until employees feel fully involved in growth opportunities, they won't stay with the company. Making them head of departments could solve this issue by providing learning experiences. Kubi explains that the disease progresses from injections to something like dengue. The woman mentions her sister-in-law is a doctor in America who confirmed the progressive nature of the illness. She states she was not experiencing fight-flight response when her breakdown occurred at age 28 to 29. Mia is introduced as a confidant is singing about liver health. The host explains that mothers' fatty livers have been reversed on their birthdays. Dr. Mercola expresses concern about vaccinations and their timing. Akhtar informs Markula that some individuals were pressuring him strongly. The speaker advises seeking medical advice due to potential fungal infection risks. Vaccines is deemed so dangerous that the speaker suggests quitting their job and relocating to Dubai. America advises coming to Chod if not feeling unwell, but the speaker mentions being too short for business at the time. The host describes health issues after vaccination and contrasts it with past good health. He expresses confidence in her understanding of family medical history and treatments. He discusses medical advice for treating foot fungus and his determination to seek professional help. Buktar explains his task and rationale. The narrator introduces Ankit Artaling and her association. The host explains that fees must be paid and people should be informed about health issues.
Functional doctors perform heavy metal toxicity tests, unlike regular doctors who focus on symptoms.
They mention the Eugene Shetalate in Tashriki Dam and how it involves supplying shawat to 2 individuals who have grown up. The host explains the urgency of sharpening something. If a doctor diagnoses it, after working for months, the doctor continues coughing and research. The host uses a metaphor to describe the situation, suggesting readiness for key moments. The host discusses the necessity of eating gamara due to food from indoor and mentions feeling acidic. She decides to focus on fixing the cause rather than using machines for headaches, considering pre and probiotics. The host concludes by mentioning a company offering free consultations but emphasizing personal choice in health matters. She explains that new people are more likely to trust after this point. The discussion shifts to why long-term health issues might involve specific supplements like protein, noting the controversy around them. The host questions the necessity of supplements if they are not effective. The host explains the importance of internal evidence over external. She discusses potential side effects from protein consumption and cites research. The conversation shifts to protein and its side effects, with the mother taking care of juice. Atricial and a needle are mentioned, followed by concerns about other side effects and stress. The rig address is mentioned. Concluding the segment, Sujet discusses stress as a major issue, mentioning it causes protein buildup. They mention that their cortisol levels might be the reason for this pattern. Stevia is recommended for extended energy as it helped the speaker. They mention neurons, prey neurons, and myelin sheath, emphasizing the importance of not overindulging in bullet coffee daily due to high calorie content. The host explains that the MCT content must come solely from coconuts. They describe their morning routine, including coconut oil, amla, cumin water, and almonds as the first meal or drink of the day. The host questions Simpinch about alcohol fat being incorrect and inquires about supply chain issues and misleading claims. Sheila Zaid is expected to benefit the most from this scheme due to her minerals. The scheme will ultimately seal or finalize something. Sheila is winning with more gym activity and from above, suggesting her natural Vahegara. The host questions the magic of Shilajit related to heart rate increase due to coffee intake. Coffee in the morning prevents rock eating. Hot water is preferred for energy boost. The host concludes that Shilajit is an energy booster, but not as marketed. They discuss thyroid health and mention selenium-rich foods like Brazil nut. The host suggests focusing on the thyroid and fasting for fat burning. The host explains the weight loss challenge requiring participants to lose 20 kilograms. Participants would first lose 10 kilograms at fasting and Anki diet gym, then celebrate by claiming they grew taller after losing another 5 kilograms. The ingredients are described as bioaffiliable and safe for consumption with other foods. Antioxetta is identified as the body's master, involving glutathione, pomegranate, and eggs, but its oral intake may not be fully absorbed. The host explains about MTHFR gene mutations and how folate can help normalize homocysteine. Arnachi is recommended 3 times daily during IV treatments to reduce glutathione levels. However, for autoimmune conditions or cancer, follow a doctor's advice on IV glutathione treatments. Customers praise their service for liver detox, noting improved pigmentation results. The host explains that a shaded layer toxicity process reduces onkin energy levels in the body. They discuss liver health and reduce cancer risk through research findings. The host mentions specific liver conditions and their interconnections. They emphasize the importance of understanding liver toxicity issues. The host mentions liver weakness and its connection to the kidneys, suggesting detoxification. Energy crash, grey hair, pigmentation, mood swings linked to fat cells in the brain. Human being is cluttered until detoxifying liver or eating mangoes reveals life's potential. They explain the effects and benefits of magnesium in the body. The host concludes by recommending magnesium for those who... The host makes a humorous comment about having multiple recoveries like Barty McNisham's if they didn't take magnesium. They suggest blood is the best nutrient carrier and discuss its importance for hair health during sleep. The host explains that melatonin is affected by sunset and suggests avoiding blue light exposure. The host advises traveling by pan and dimming lights. They list 2 more tips: avoid TVs in bedrooms and control the main light switch. The host questions about stopping activities and timing. At 27, the body's melatonin production changes significantly in just a decade. The host agrees that lifestyle changes are crucial. Next, the focus shifts to making nutritional and supplement changes. People mention rules like sleeping habits and lighting adjustments. The host suggests these changes are minor and recommends focusing on nutrition. In Autoimmunity, participants were upset about not being able to use phones for burning work, leading to discussions about melatonin and cravings. They mention vitamin D and its role in hormone production. The narrator discusses protein in supplements and mentions Ria eating a chicken breast for proper nutrition. The host explains that building a body requires complete proteins from various sources based on lifestyle. The narrator clarifies that normal viewers can achieve balanced diets and that natural supplements are safe. The host mentions bathing in magnesium and the Anki Stomach Agas supplement process. The host explains that everyone eats pre-probiotic powder as an example of digested fiber. All supplements are tested and approved by health experts from the regulatory higher-end market. He advises checking the website for company-specific information. He suggests selling supplements only if realistic and effective. He mentions a story of fake weight loss claims and warns about supplement risks. He recalls a case where someone died due to supplements, emphasizing potential dangers. The host discusses careful consumption of food categories with potential side effects. They mention a long period and the importance of maintaining a good mood while trying new foods. The host suggests consuming various types of food in 6 months, including juice, salty, hot and cold items. Addis shares a message about not changing your life, emphasizing the importance of staying present in it. If you enjoyed this recap, give it a like and subscribe.